All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makar Kudash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule impeccably well. Shalom to the hopeful elect, pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. This is the brother Yakanam from the GMS England branch, and this will serve as an in-transit edition video. Lord willing, it'll be edifying unto you brothers out there, a few sisters listening and learning. Now, there's a lot of things happening right now, you know, upon earth simultaneously. All right, you have a hell of a lot going on, and these are sure signs that we're in the midst of the end of the world. You know, as we always talk about, you know, the end of Esau Edom's kingdom. Okay, and the Lord has set it up where, you know, through the Spirit we're able to measure the time. You know, as it tells us in this 2 Ezra chapter 9, we're able to measure the time diligently in itself. You know, so we can know where we are in the grand scheme of things, you know, concerning the end of the world, and concerning, you know, prophecies that are to be fulfilled, be played out in these last days, man. Okay? And, you know, you have this CERN situation where they are trying to gain a greater understanding, you know, in their words, of the universe, and, you know, the beginning, you know, and ultimately the spiritual realm, by colliding particles and trying to get to the essence of these particles, you know, so on and so forth. Okay? And we know through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that this is all Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's will. Okay? It's the Lord that's put it in their spirit to get up to this mischief. You know? And this mischief is going to lead to Esau Edom's demise, because the scriptures speak about the pride of Esau Edom and how his pride has deceived him. It tells us that in the book of Obadiah. You know, Esau has been deceived by his pride, and as it tells us in the book of Thessalonians, you know, he think of himself as the Most High. All right, so that's ultimately what this devil is trying to do. He's trying to exalt himself, all right, and put himself on the same level, or even to surpass Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And this is the level of insanity that you deal with when you're dealing with Esau Edom. You're dealing with a man that believes that he is able to surpass a power that has created him, okay, that has created him and has created the way he thinks, that has created him to be the wicked, you know, the vessel of wrath that was fitted to destruction. Okay, how could you put your mind and set your mind to try and defeat something, all right, a power, all right, that created you? All right, that just doesn't make any sense. All right, but again, that's the wicked, you know, and that's how they think. And with all of this technology, transhumanism, you know, so on and so forth, Esau is ultimately trying to get his birthright back. All right, he's trying to get that birthright back, man, which is not going to work. And he's trying to do it through carnal means. He's trying to do it with his technology. But who gave you, all right, the wisdom on the left-hand side to come up with these devices? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, the Lord gave Esau the capabilities to make these machineries, all right, to make these devices, all right, but it's all unto his own demise. Okay, that's why the scripture says that the Lord will disappoint the devices of the crafty, so he will not be able to perform his enterprise. And ultimately what Esau wants to do, all right, is you know, merge man with machinery so he can obtain everlasting life, all right, so he can know everything about you, so he can be, you know, at the most invasive point, all right, of a person in knowing you inside and outside. Okay, that's what Esau is all about. Okay, because the Lord knows all things, so Esau also wants to know all things, man. Okay, and that's what all of this invasive technology is about. That's what the MOTB is about. That's what, you know, these brain CHIPs are about, man. All right, it's all about, you know, integrating into, you know, the body of the, you know, so-called human race. All right, that's what Esau is trying to do. All right, and that's where he sees, you know, where the power lies. If he can get inside you and he can monitor you on such a level, then ultimately he can control you. Okay, because it don't just stop at, you know, monitoring. All right, it also goes into controlling your emotions. All right, it also goes into you, you know, them being able to make you feel pain. You know, it goes into them, you know, to make you feel happy, to make you feel sad. All right, to make you feel like you want to, you know, top yourself or top someone else. You know, that's ultimately what it's all about. And they made movies about these things, man. Okay, I forgot what film it was when they were basically sentencing, you know, people for crimes that they foresee that you was gonna do in the future. Okay, and hey, given Esau the opportunity, you know, that's something that he would do. All right, he would, you know, make something up, you know, say that, you know, we predict that, you know, in the next 4 years, due to measuring your emotions and the way you're feeling now, and, you know, certain situations in your life, that you're more than likely going to commit a particular crime. That's how the devil gets down, man. All right, and I forgot what that movie's called, man. All right, but if it comes back to me, I'll say it. But if you know it, you know, Baba Kashar, put it in the description box. All right, but by the time I finish this video, Lord willing, you know, I'll remember it and I'll put it in the description box or the comment section, you know. But that's what Esau, you know, is undoing. You know, that's what this devil has been focusing on and putting all his spirit into, man. All right, is conquering. So you got demons on the road. You had a guy, you know, with no indicators just pull out in front of me, man. But he apologized. That's so cool. But it just shows you that there's demons, there's spirits out here, man. Especially when you're recording the video. You know, I've been driving the whole day, and that has not happened. But as soon as you do something spiritual, all right, as soon as you make a video now, you know, you got people trying to crash into you, so on and so forth. And it happens quite often, man. And that's how you know, it tells us in the book of Ephesians, you know, we wrestle not against, you know, flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. All right, brothers be experiencing these things, man. We know that's true. All right, and it gives us more faith, to be fair. You know, to be honest, it gives us more faith because it just proves, you know, that there's more to life, you know, than what you see in front of you, man. Okay, there's more to life than what you can, you know, see in front of you. There's a whole different realm, you know, and world, you know, that you can't see at the moment. All right. And that's what Esau, you know, wants to delve into. You know, he's trying to tread into territory where he's not welcome. All right, Esau is trying to tread into territory, into grounds, into realms where he is not even welcome, man. All right, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shim Yahweh Shai, all right, the Lord is going to allow him to get to a particular point. And like I quoted earlier, you know, he's going to disappoint the devices of Esau Edom, man. Okay, so the Lord, you know, the Lord is in control. You know, we don't have nothing to worry about. We understand, you know, what's going on. We understand that, you know, the wickedness of Esau Edom must be fulfilled upon the face of the earth, man. Okay, because he's got a heavy judgment coming. All right, and with such a heavy judgment coming, you know, then his works of wickedness, all right, must be accelerated and enhanced in these last days. And that's where Revelations 12 and 12 comes into play. Okay? That's where Revelations 12 comes into play, man. You're going to start seeing how wicked Esau actually is. You're going to start seeing how he's going to start showing, you know, his true nature, and he's not going to hide it. All right? And you know, you notice how, you know, things have been getting more and more and more spooky and left vibrated. Okay, Esau's moving more into that, you know, fully left vibration. All right, because the scriptures say, you know, that you know, Satan, you know, is able to transform himself into an angel of light. All right, but Esau is not even, he's not even operating in that spirit no more. Okay, now he's still using that, you know, he's still using that deception, all right, for me to correct myself. He's still using that deception, you know, in order to paint himself as the good guy. But it's coming to the point where he's now revealing, you know, how he really is. All right, he's really trying to show you, you know, what he's really about. And that's where all this witchcraft comes into play. They're showing you that they worship, you know, these demons. They show you Baphomet, all right, at the CERN ceremony. You know, they had the Baphomet, dancing around. You know, they had the portal there. They had the Baphomet. You know, they had all the demons dancing. So they're showing you outright that this is what they're about and this is what they're trying to accomplish. So the nearer and nearer we get to the end of Esau's kingdom, is the more, you know, Esau's really putting on his true colors and showing you, you know, who he really is and what he's trying to accomplish, man. And that's of no coincidence, because we're at the end. All right, we're actually at the end of Esau's kingdom. You know, so he's gonna come down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right, he knows his time's nearly up. He knows, all right, that the Lord is gonna come back and he's gonna rescue, all right, he's gonna deliver, you know, he's chosen of the Israelites, man, all right? Esau knows this, and that's why he's heavily, you know, preparing for the Lord's coming, all right? That's why they're, you know, making, you know, these, you know, artillery, you know, to fight against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's why, you know, they created the, you know, the third extension of the U.S. military, which is the Space Force, all right? They've done all these things for a reason, all right? Because they're preparing themselves for an invasion, all right? The Lord's invasion of Esau Edom, all right? The thief, all right? So that's what's playing out right now upon the face of the earth, man. And in the midst of all the other stuff that's happening, you know, which we all know, you know, you got the war, you got the food shortages, you got the mysterious explosions, all right, of food plants. You know, you got all sorts of things happening all at the same time. All right, and it's a beautiful thing. All right, it's a real beautiful thing, man, because every week there's major development in the downfall of Esau Edom's kingdom. All right, and we're all for the downfall of Esau Edom's kingdom, man, because the demise of Esau Edom is the rise of the Israelites, man. All right, so with that, Lord willing, this brief lesson was edifying. And until the next one, I'll say Shalom. Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kadash. Shalom.